Hi everyone and welcome to Calm Creations. My name is Tia. Today I want to do a little bit of work on Buttonwood Manor. So I've moved craft rooms and still trying to find things, but I thought today I would show you what I've done in the way of beds for the master bedroom. So let's go down to the desk and I'll show you. So these are the two beds that I've made. This is the double bed that I made first, and it was so much fun to make. And it's too big for the room, so I wanted a smaller bed so that I've got more space for other things. So that one there is what I'd originally done, like that. And to get the quilt to sit around the bed, I made a PVA glue and water mixture and just drowned the blanket, the quilt, and sat it on the bed on top of some tin foil so that I could get the shape of the bed. So when you take it off, it is that shape. So it's fully quilted, and then those are the sheets. So it's a bit short on fabric there, but it doesn't matter because you're not going to see it. So that sits like that. And then I made a couple of little Euro pillows, some standard pillows, a little cushion, and then a throw blanket on the end. But that was too big, so I made a smaller bed. This one fits perfectly in the room. I did this one white instead of pink, like that one. And I haven't done the PVA glue thing on this quilt. I've just tucked it in. But I had this on there as like a throw. And then I knitted a small little piece out of Appleton's crewel wool to sit on the end of the bed, and then I didn't like that, and I crocheted a little pillow, but that was the wrong colour. It matches the sheets, but it doesn't match anything else. And then I put that on there, and I thought, oh yes, I like that. So that may stay there now. But I still need a little pillow. So what I thought I'd do, this looks very raspberry sort of pink in the camera, but it's actually a dusty pink. So I thought I would crochet a little granny square pillow to go on the bed. That's not how I want to do it. I want to do it this way. It just needs something else, so we'll just do a quick little pillow today. Three. But it's so much fun making all these little miniature things, and I've probably watched just about every miniature video on YouTube. Well, not every single one, but quite a few. now that I'm set up in my new craft space, just need to find everything. I'm missing a box of my miniature stuff, so it'll be packed away somewhere, which I need to find. What have we got there? 1, 2, 3. Then I can carry on the bedroom. I want to make a little blanket box for at the end of the bed and a dressing table. So they're on my list to make. Right, I've got the fan on because it's very hot. So you can probably hear that humming away in the background. Join that to make the square. I'm going to slip stitch across to the other corner, which is there. 2. Yeah, I just felt it needed something, and I tried lots of different things and they just weren't working. So I took the throw blanket off the other bed, and I think that works. Because the wallpaper is so busy in that master bedroom, in that main bedroom, it has to be quite plain. I don't want them fighting against each other, but I've got there too. I probably only need 2 rounds on this. And then just make 2 of them and then sew them together. And you've got a cute little pillow. Nearly done. Just that last corner to do, and I think that'll be big enough. Join that one in there. Okay, so that's a little square done, and what I'll do is I will make another one and I will be back. Okay, several days have passed and I have made the little pillow, the little cushion for the bed. So 2 little granny squares. Let me get that out of the way. 2 little granny squares, and then I made out of calico just a little cushion. I'd cut a bit out of there, and then I had some batting sitting here, and so I just snipped it up and chopped it into little pieces and filled the pillow. So that's done. And then I thought I would make a new blanket out of the same thread that I used to make the cushion. So what I've done is I just did my chain as long as I thought I should make it across the bed, and I'm just doing a half double crochet into the back loop only to make the blanket. So and then that will make a nice textured blanket for on the bed. And this is the same pattern that I've used for my ugly blanket. I don't think I've shown you my ugly blanket, but anyway, that blanket will be on the bed. So let me show you. Now I've done something really tricky. I've figured out how to do something else, so let me figure it out. Hang on. So on my phone I can make another camera, and then I can take you and show you the doll's house. Oh, there we go. Right, now let me put this in up in the doll's house, and then we'll spin around and I will show you. So just hold on for a minute because I'm not very good at this. This is my desk, and then we go up here to the doll's house. So I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to put the bed, God, you can't even see, long ways that way, or move her out the way, or along the back wall. If I do along the back wall, then I think I can do a bed skirt, but then I won't have room for the blanket box. So I think I will turn it that way. These are scandalous slippers. I'll turn it that way, then I can do a dresser in the back or along this wall, and a blanket box and a bedside table and a few other bits and pieces. So here's the craft room, which you've seen. There's Lily in the craft room, and then there's the lounge, but it's not staying like that, everything's just placed in there. And then over to the kitchen. So a few things in there, a few things in the fridge. I've got to add a few more bits to the fridge, and there's Lady Libby, Mousie and Lily's back upstairs. So that's where I'm at with the bed. So I need to finish the blanket and then I can get on, and I could still do a bed skirt along that side, couldn't I? I might do that. So that's how it's looking so far. It's so much fun, I just love it. Okay, now I've got to try and get you back to the desk. So let me just turn around without knocking everything over. Hang on a minute. Just hold on. Okay. So that's where I'm up to with the bedroom. So I'll bring the bed back. I'll finish the blanket, and then I think it needs another pillow too. So I will make maybe another pillow. Because you don't really have a, well, I suppose you can, there's no rules, is there? A European pillow on a single bed, but I was thinking even a tri-pillow. We call them tri-pillows, but here in Australia they're called, what are they called? V-shaped pillows. So maybe even a V-shaped pillow, but then the bed will be dressed. And I'll have a think about a bed skirt, because I'll only need to do the one side that will be seen, so I might do it in that same fabric. Good, yeah, I might just use some of that for along the bottom. Yes, that's what I may do. Haven't decided on how, but I've got a bit of that left over for the bed, and I'll be able to put that in place and start on the dresser and the blanket box and the bedside table, and need a mirror and some stuff on the walls. Still so much to do, but I think I will leave it at that for today, and when we come back next time the blanket will be finished, the bed skirt, and maybe a few other elements from the bedroom. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.